One afternoon, I found myself sitting in my car in my own driveway. It was a beautiful Florida day, but it didn't feel beautiful to me. I was overwhelmed. I was tired of being busy. I sat in the car because I knew that after a long day's work, I still had to go in the house and make dinner. I still had to assist with everything. I used to wear the badge busy like it was an honor, but I was overwhelmed. I was running a team, running my family, and running myself into the ground. I was exhausted. Did you know that 74% of women report that they feel responsible for household tasks, even when they work full-time jobs? 74% could be overwhelmed. Imagine running your business in your household without feeling guilty. Imagine letting go of guilt of not being able to take care of yourself because you found strategies where you could actually balance your life, your work, and your family, the things that you care about. Imagine being the CEO of your life and not just the CEO of your business. There are ways to get balance back in your life and to bring your smile back, to be the CEO of your life and not just of your career or of your business. With setting boundaries and time blocking, the first thing that I did was I scheduled my self-care and my personal time. What does that mean? That means that once it got on my calendar, it was a non-negotiable. I also learned to say no to invitations and to requests that didn't align with my priorities. If it didn't align with my priorities, it didn't align with where I felt like I wanted to attribute my time, I politely declined. I cannot be everything to everyone. And what I know for sure is when I say no to a thing that is not a priority, I'm saying yes to making me a priority. The other thing that really helps with setting boundaries and time blocking is just that. Set clear boundaries around work time and personal time. Turn off work notifications when you're home. If you work from home, have a dedicated area that you can work in that cues your family that this is work time. This is not mom time. This is not wife time. This is work time. Work time is from 8 to 2, 10 to 3, 9 to 5, whatever your work time is. And be present for that so that when you're done, you can be present for the things that really matter. The second big tip that I've learned and that I coach my clients on is to learn to delegate and delegate with trust. What do I mean by delegate with trust? If you run a team, empower your team to make decisions and execute. That's not to say don't inspect what you expect, but trust that you hired the right person in the right seat to do the job that you hired them to do. Or if you're leading a team and you're all working on a project, make sure that you're allowing people to have their ideas on the table so that as you decide who takes on which task, you know that the person who one wants to take on the task has an opportunity to do so, and the one who takes on the task has the capabilities and capacity to do so. That's going to give you a peace of mind. You can't micromanage everything. By micromanaging everything, you kill your own creativity. And when you kill your own creativity, you're not operating at your highest level. Another great tip in delegating is using automation. Listen, you can pre-schedule emails. You can use a platform like Asana or Trello where information, it's a project-based it's a project management tool where you can store shared information. Why do you want to store shared information? So that everyone's not knocking on your door. So your text is not coming, ringing with, hey, where do I find? Or what about so-and-so? Make resources available to the team and even to your family. Guess what? They can be independent too. But by making resources available and automating and delegating, it shares trust, it builds trust, and it takes the stress off of you of doing everything for everyone and having nothing left for yourself. The beauty of technology is amazing. I want to recommend that you leverage technology. Like ChatGPT used to be a dirty word. Don't let it be a dirty word. Don't let AI be a dirty word. Remember the days when you would write an email and it took you an hour because you're proofing it and you're editing it. Is it the right tone? Find you a good ChatGPT prompt and say, write this email to my potential client in a professional, friendly tone that expresses to them X, Y, and Z and addresses this need in their business. See what they give you. See what ChatGPT gives you back and edit that. Guess what? The email that used to take an hour or the letter that used to take an hour is now 10 minutes. This is about using time efficiently. Use technology, leverage ChatGPT, AI, your Google Calendar, schedulers, so that you free up time. That is the beauty of technology. It is not taking away your expertise or your knowledge base, because we all know garbage in is garbage out. So you have to learn how to write good prompts. You can write that email in its fullness and drop it in chat and say, edit this, or edit this with a sense of humor, edit this with a friendly tone, and then work through it so that you optimize your best self so you can be your best self wherever you are. Use technology to turn off notifications. And what do I mean turn off notifications? Just that. Put it on work mode, put your phone on work mode, put it on focus mode. In the car, put it on drive mode, your phone, so that notifications aren't coming in. This world is so busy right now that we don't even know how distracted we are. So when you can find time to still yourself and be at peace, it's going to lend to you working those creative juices. It's going to lend to you as a leader thinking strategically so that you are clear, that you remove the chaos and the busy rush of life that makes you feel overwhelmed, that has you sitting in your own driveway thinking, do I really want to go in the house? Wow. Imagine that. If your house is not a place of peace, where is? What I know for sure is that God does not want us to be overburdened. God's not a God of confusion. He's not a God of chaos. He likes things in decency and in order. And what he says in Matthew 11:28, and I just want to read it to you because I want to get the word of God right for you. It says, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That's Matthew 11:28-30. And that's so beautiful. This reminds us that God never intended for us to carry everything. Rest is necessary. Balance is necessary. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, use the resources that you have. But remember, God has a plan for you. He has balance for you. If you can apply the strategies and activate your faith, you can manage your overwhelm. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you will like and subscribe. But remember, stay blessed to be a blessing.